Hello. I always say welcome. Hello and welcome, Jade. I guess because you're at my house.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always like a host.
Yeah, you're doing the. Let me introduce you to my house.
Yes. Welcome to this one singular room. I think we are breezing through it.
Right.
Got things to talk about. We've always got shit to say.
Yeah, I never run out of things to say.
I think when we tried to make a trailer, or the intro or something, you did say that quite a lot, that you had a lot of shit to say.
Oh, yes, I've many opinions.
And you said not a lot of people like all those opinions, but
I'm one of those people where people are either like, yeah, she says the shit that no one else says, or they're like, fuck that guy. There's no in between.
Like, what? But today I thought I would do a little bit of a Ouija history. A Ouija or Ouija?
Nice.
Ouija.
I
don't know. I think it started off as Ouija,
Yeah.
and then just people just say Ouija. I don't know which sounds better. Ouija.
I think I alternate between both when I talk about it. Sometimes I say Ouija, sometimes I say Ouija.
I think I end up saying Ouija just because that's the most known way I think people do it. But then there's people that get their knickers in a twist about it, I'm pretty sure. Because it's Ouija.
I saw someone say the other day that it was like Weeha because of the J.
Yeah, I wrote the little, I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
That pronunciation.
Oh, look how professional you're not. Mine are just like typed out on Google Docs. Just this massive novel.
I don't know why I just like doing shit like that. Anyway, so today I'm going to give a bit of a little lesson on the Ouija board, also known as a spirit board, talking board, or a witch board.
Nice.
I don't know if you've heard of any of those terms.
Them damn witches again.
So you know what a Ouija board is then?
I think I've got a vague idea.
Have you ever used a Ouija board before?
No, I will not touch one.
No?
Nah.
I've used one. Yeah. I will tell you that. I have a couple of stories to tell you.
Amazing. Amazing.
All high school times.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to tell you how old I am.
I'm older, so it's fine.
So a Ouija board, it started off as a game, but it was started with mediums holding seances and communicating with spirits with knocking on tables or on the walls. And mediums would also call out letters. You're randomly, holding hands and the candles lit. And they'll just be like, I'm feeling the letter S. And then people will be like, oh, yeah, I knew a Samantha. Like you just randomly, but they'll literally go through the whole alphabet probably.
Until someone says, I know someone.
Yeah. So then if someone obviously accepts a letter or says yes, that means something to them, that would become part of the message from the spirit. Or if they knocked an answer or the table shook, there was always something, the candle flickered, some sort of sign.
Just some sort of response to the letter.
Yeah, some sort of response. But a lot of that was faked.
Yeah.
There was, I think when a lot of the mediums were it was like 1880s. It was very popular during that time. Even earlier than that, there was the Fox sisters. There was two sisters that they were very, very known mediums.
Yeah.
And they used to hold seances. They'd have live shows. And it was very, very cool. And then it ended up being there was a third sister who should be under the table knocking, should be on the wall knocking.
Wow, so it was all a hoax.
Yeah, so it was all a hoax. But that got it quite popular. There was a very big movement of spiritualism, and that's when the board became, I guess, created for that. It was during the period when children were dying from diseases, women were dying during childbirth, men at war. So people wanted to say goodbye to loved ones. And while that whole spiritualist movement was popular, people brought in a Ouija board because they were yelling letters and numbers and whatever. They wanted to make it easier to communicate.
They probably would have felt too that having that board was a little bit less easy to manipulate.
Yeah, literally. So it started off as well because it became very popular, and then when people had a lot of live shows and whatever, a lot of people couldn't afford to go to those things. So then, I guess, wanting to make money off that, they made a game and wanted to sell it. Bring it to your home.
Or not.
Right onto your table. People used to hold seances in their living rooms on weekends like it was a Tupperware party. I can't remember which president's wife it was. She used to hold seances in the White House.
Yes. Oh, I remember seeing something on that.
Yeah, it was like a parlor game. People would just, hold hands and want to communicate.
Yeah. Oh, I know the president it was. But yeah, I know who you're talking about because she actually had a seance room in the White House.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
see that far. I
Yeah.
thought it was, literally in one of the spare rooms or something. She'd just have, these party nights and have a seance.
As you do.
As you do. But obviously, religion came into it. Religions believe that the Ouija board reveals information which should only be in God's hands and therefore is a tool of Satan. So obviously it was not wanted around. And used a lot throughout horror movies as a portal to contact spirits and often end up possessed by demons, which you've seen Ouija.
Yeah.
There was Ouija, I think, Origins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, why you don't bring them into your house.
Yeah, to your own house.
That's it.
And I like those because they were, you've seen those movies, haven't you?
I reckon I saw Ouija a long time ago.
Mm.
I reckon I would have been young. I can't, not enough to remember it properly.
Because the second one, I think Origins, it's literally about a medium that has fake seances and her daughters sit under the table knocking or have some sort of tool that blows out the candles, but she uses her daughters as...
Oh, I need to watch it.
And then she brings in Ouija board for her, I guess, shows with the person that she's doing a seance with, and her daughter, I think, was trying to be under the table to have a magnet or something. Wow. But then she got curious and ended up using it at nighttime one time and gets possessed. And
right. I'm going to have to add that to my list.
That old chestnut. But originally the name itself, it started off, so it was created by a lawyer of all people named Elijah J. Bond. He created it during that whole spiritualist movement so that he could make money and obviously, bring it into people's homes. The board that became Ouija was born in 1886 and then named itself Ouija when the creator, Elijah, asked his sister-in-law to ask the board to name itself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he was too scared to use it himself. Asked his sister-in-law to ask it. But when she asked what that meant, after it spelled out, Ouija.
Yeah.
And she asked what that meant. Do you know what it meant?
What?
Good luck.
Oh my God. Does that not tell you to just burn it?
Yeah. Was it a warning?
You'd just be like, you know what? It was a cool plan, but we're going to have a fire now.
But yeah, so they tried to trademark that name Ouija, and it went through so many battles, I guess, with all the people that were manufacturing it for the time being. After all those legal battles, William Fuld, I don't know if that's how you read it, F-U-L-D.
Yeah, Fuld.
He won the trademark for Ouija after all these legal battles, and he would often ask the board questions about his business deals. He used it a lot.
Wow.
He would actually end up dying, I guess, because of it in the end. So he used it one day, and I think it said something about upgrading or something. I can't remember the exact words it spelled, but it was to do with upgrading his business or his area to accommodate for the bigger business that's coming in. Yeah. So he was being told to, buy. So he bought another factory to accommodate all these Ouija board to be made and sold. And he was there doing a little inspection before it was opened, and he was on the third level and the railing broke. Literally fell 3 stories.
Wow.
Straight onto his back, I think it was. He survived that though. He broke, I think it was his arm, a leg. He broke 5 ribs, but one of those ribs punctured his heart.
Wow.
So he ended up going to hospital, and his family came, obviously, to say goodbye and stuff. Just before he passed, he made his children promise to never sell the rights to the Ouija board, and then pretty much passed away straight after that.
So does that mean that the same family still owns the rights to the... Oh, okay.
Nope, because one of them... I guess.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah. No, because one of them apparently got greedy. In 1966, one of his sons sold the business to Parker Brothers, which eventually became what we know as Hasbro.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, who still have the rights to the Ouija board to this day, and they still sell it to this day.
Wow, like an actual board game.
An actual board game.
Just
like they sell this to children.
You just head to Target, grab Monopoly, Kaplunk, and a Ouija board.
Hey everyone, come to my house for a game night. But people apparently also tried using it during trials to contact murdered victims to get answers.
Wow.
I don't know how well that held up in court or whether it even worked. But yeah, so that is the Ouija board. That's a bit of a short history, but There's also rules that I have written down. I don't know if there's known.
Yeah.
Obviously, never use the Ouija board alone.
Yeah.
You would have heard of that one. The Ouija board must be closed after use, so saying goodbye, that sort of thing, to close the door
Yeah.
or whatever they would say. Never use the Ouija board in your home because it can bring, obviously, negative in, whether that means like a demon. Don't let the planchette fall off the board. I don't think I heard that one before.
Oh, wow.
So I mean,
Because I
wouldn't you do on the
guess...
floor? Well, I suppose you play wherever, but...
Yeah. Because I guess, like, even though they're not attached, they work together. So if it falls to the floor,
that's like
it would
letting
break that
go.
connection. Yeah.
And letting go without saying goodbye.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense then. And the last one, don't ask the board when you will die.
Oh.
I feel like, I don't know, now that I've written it down, I'm like, duh.
Yeah. Would you even want to know?
Nah,
Like,
I wouldn't want to know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know.
Mm. I mean, they are kind of creepy, but I have, like I said, used them several times. We made them ourselves. So I think I don't know if this was the first time, but this is the one that I remember the most vividly.
Yeah.
It was at a friend's. We would have been in probably year 9. No, I think it was year 8. Yeah, it would have been year 8.
Yeah.
We went to a friend's birthday sleepover, as you do in year 8.
Yeah.
There was probably like 10 of us in like this little granny flat at the back of her mum's house.
Yeah.
And we held a seance. But we were there was, I think, a couple that didn't want to participate, but they still sat there and watched.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You don't have to participate. It was literally like 10 of us in this granny flat, left all the lights on because I think they were too scared. And we made, I can't remember if we drew it just on an A4 piece of paper and just made it look like a Ouija board, or whether we tore the pieces and wrote it out on the coffee table.
Yeah. Can't
remember exactly. And I can't remember if we used a coin or a shot glass.
Yeah.
Because obviously this was year 8. I'm a little older now. My memory ain't like it used to be. But yeah, so we did it, I think obviously started off with the basic questions, is anyone there?
Yeah.
Is the door open? Or things like that.
Yeah.
And I think it moved pretty quickly. It didn't take long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then obviously everyone freaked out. Who's moving it? Is it you? And you're all like, no, I swear to God, I was not moving it. But no one's going to obviously believe. Someone's always like, someone's fucking with us.
And I think that's why, you know what? I have used a Ouija board. I just remembered. Yeah. I have. But I don't feel like I wouldn't trust anyone.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, you're moving it. You're moving it.
Yeah.
I'm like.
But then when it starts saying weird things, then all things that mean something to you, that's when it gets a bit trippy.
Did you get any specific answers?
Yeah, so we met someone from memory. His name was Toby, and he died drowned in a surfing accident.
Yeah.
But then after we were obviously chatting nice, because that obviously would have taken a while to get all that out.
Yeah.
Somehow, I can't remember if it turned into a demon or he was saying he was in the dog, so we all freaked out. It was like a little Jack Russell, I think, from memory, and he was just sitting there wagging his tail, just watching us be weirdos, little witchy like year 8 weirdos.
The Jack Russell was a demon before the portal was open.
Yeah, but all I was thinking of was the mask when he gets those really so I'm like, I think they all freaked out, so I'm like, he's got to go. So they kicked him out of the little granny flat, and I think we freaked out after that, said the goodbye, whatever. Yeah. And then I think Monday at school, because we went to the same school as well.
Yeah.
One of our friends was freaking out, so we did it again. I think we made one at lunchtime on the weird metal picnic table things we had.
Yeah.
Made one up again, did it at lunchtime. Yeah, at school. And I can't remember if we got an answer then or not, but one friend was so freaked out that she ended up buying a cross necklace, and she wore it for months. She was like, this is going to protect me. She thought she was going to get murdered by a demon.
Wow.
Oh, bless her. But I don't think I've done it since then.
Yeah.
From memory. Oh, I'm sure I would have, but that's the ones that stick out to me.
I can't believe I forgot about that, because this would have been the one and only time I've ever done it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like all about the juju and that world, and I just
don't want to fuck with that.
Exactly. We were on a houseboat,
and
I was on, and she actually listens to the She listens to our podcast. How cool is that to say? My friend Renee and I were on a houseboat It was actually for the year 2000 New Year's when it turned over to the year 2000.
Yeah.
And
When everyone thought that all that
everything
technology
was going to go to shit, we were on the roof of the houseboat doing a fucking seance. And there were these two other girls that were there with us, and I think
there would have been so much energy.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone was so heightened at the time too.
Mm.
And we had a couple of other families had come. There was a big group of us that had gone on this houseboat. And there were two other girls that came with us, and we'd only just met them on that houseboat.
Yeah.
And because of the time too, we're all about the craft, and we were trying to do that
that
light
movie.
as a feather, stiff as a
We've
board
done that
thing.
before.
Yeah, we were trying so hard.
Oh god.
But we were actually docked at Young Husband,
Yeah.
which Young Husband would actually be a good episode. We'll have to do an episode on Young Husband. The story, it's like one of those urban legend stories. So the story at Young Husband is that there was a man and his wife. They were married very young. He was really abusive towards his wife, and one day she made him toast and put the wrong thing on it, and he beat her, threw the plate at her, and she shot him. So and it was apparently in this cabin just out in the middle of Young Husband somewhere. Right? You said Vegemite, not jam. So earlier in the day, we'd actually like traipsed through all the bushlands to try and find the cabin to see if we could find where this murder had happened. But when we did the Ouija board, we were trying to contact them.
Yeah.
And I reckon we did it on a piece of paper, and we were definitely using a shot glass.
Yeah.
Because I remember arguing with the adults about why we needed to have a shot glass. Yeah. And we're up there doing it, and me and my friend Renee, we hammed it up so bad. Like we moved the little thing, and we had these other girls so scared.
How old, like, were they your age at the time?
Yeah, I reckon they would have been, and I would have been 16, 17 at the time.
Yeah.
And or maybe they were slightly
Welcome to the
younger.
house bell, bitch.
Right? I was an asshole of a teenager, so I was an absolute bully. So I was just like moving it and being like, kill, and spelling out all these horrible things.
Actually, I feel like it said kill. Yeah, I feel like it says that a lot.
It's like, there's eyes behind you. I can see these eyes. And these girls got so scared. They did not spend any time with me and Renee for the rest of the houseboat time.
Really?
The rest of the time we were out there, we'd like walk past each other in the hallways, which like in a houseboat, you're literally
tiny,
pushing past each other. They wouldn't look at us. Their mother was saying that I was a bad influence.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she was pretty right. But
she's probably like, she worships Satan.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that. But I reckon that was the only time I've ever done it, because I'm all about the juju. And I know there's shit out there. And I don't want to bring in anything evil.
Yeah.
It can stay where it is.
I feel like that was one thing I always knew. It was like, don't do it in your own house.
So many people would, though, because you think, unless you're going out and doing it out in the woods, you're doing that in someone's house.
There's that one person that randomly is like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
do it.
That's it. Just do a seance here. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Bring it all go. I got no friends unless they're paying rent.
Right. Someone says, I'll come here and exercise all your demons. I'm like, don't, they're my only friends.
Well, you've got me now.
Yay.
Oh, shit. I'll just be there in the background like, Jay.
I'm a demon.
Come wash my car.
At work, this is totally off subject, but at work I've got one of those cameras that you can like log in and talk through. And I had this guy working for me for a bit, and we have a little friendly spirit that hangs out in the shop, and every now and again he'll throw shit across the room, and like he's pretty full on. Like
really,
we've had
I suppose up that way. Is that technically a heritage building?
No, that was only built in 85.
Oh.
But prior to that, it was the stables. So anyone coming into town would tie their horses up there. So all that garden bed out the front, that's the original stables. So they pulled the building down and made the garden bed out of it.
That's actually pretty cool.
But we've got this guy that comes and hangs around, and like he throws shit. Like it was to the point where one of my staff, his client wanted to leave.
Wow.
Because she was terrified because he was really full on this day. But I was telling one of my old staff members about it, and he was terrified.
Dang, why wasn't it there when I was there? I'd be like, yo.
He'll be there one day. He's super active. Like, he throws shit.
Wow.
He's full on. And when we talk about him, he tends to pop up. So when you come up, we'll talk about him heaps and see if we can get him to pop up.
If he comes up. All right.
But I logged into my cameras and I was like, hello.
No, you didn't.
Can you hear me? And I was watching him spin around. He was looking around the shop trying to see where it was coming from. And I'm like, I know you can hear me.
Because how loud do you reckon that would have been in there?
It would have only been because I tested them a couple of days later
Yeah.
to see how loud it was, and it would have been like whisper level.
Yeah.
So it was
you would have
obviously
like heard it and been like,
yep.
what the fuck?
And I could see him turning around looking towards the back of the shop, and I'm like, I can see you. I know you can hear me. And he was looking around everywhere. I'm like, why won't you help me?
Oh my god.
It was the funniest thing ever.
Wow.
I wish I'd screen recorded it, but then I stuffed up because I told all the new staff about it. So now if I do it again, I've broken
you
my
can't
own
do
joke,
it
but it would have been
Did
freaking
that guy tell
hilarious.
you anything? Did he say like, dude, you're
Yeah.
sure?
He rang
you
me.
Need like exorcism.
He rang
you
me and
need
he's like,
sage.
he rings me and he goes, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but there's something happening here. And I lost it. And he just goes, you're an asshole, and hung up on me. Oh, it was so funny.
That would have been hilarious.
I never should have told the new guys though, because it would have been hilarious to do
Yeah.
to them. Sorry, I know that was so off subject, but
No,
that was
that's all right.
just great.
Guess that's gives us some ideas on things we can talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
We could get people to tell us some pranks they've pulled
Yes.
on people.
Yes, because I've got like so many people I need to play pranks on. I have a 19-year-old child that torments my life.
Yeah.
So if there's a way to play a prank on him, I am down.
That draws penises all over your
Yeah,
belongings.
everywhere. Everywhere.
That was a joke from last episode. Well, let's hold on. I think I had some questions written down. So I asked you if you'd had any experiences, and I told you about mine and how my friend thought she was going to die. Well, yeah, that was the Ouija board. But I don't think I'd ever do one again.
Yeah.
If I was outside, if you and I went somewhere, all right, maybe, all right, I'll take that back. If you and I went somewhere for like a ghost type related thing,
Yeah.
and they wanted to do one, I'd probably do it.
Yeah.
Because we're like, no, I don't know. I think I've watched way too many horror movies now to be like, this is going to bring a ghost home with me. I don't care where I do it.
See, I'm like, because I'm so into all of that sort of shit and I've been doing it for so long, I can sort of like, you can still contact them without the Ouija board.
Yeah.
And I'm like, anytime we go anywhere, I've like got every type of protection I can imagine on me to make sure nothing comes home.
Like what?
But crystals and oils and bay leaves, and I've got a little goodie bag thing. I might actually do an episode on like protections and stuff.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be cool. Yeah, I got a little goodie bag of stuff that goes in my bra whenever I go out, and I have a little spray that I spray before I go, and then when I come back.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And I have like, when I have real high energy, like high negative energy clients at work, I spray the doorway as well. So they can leave all their shit outside and not bring it in.
I had a reading. Such a non-believer because I was in like year 12 or whatever. I was like, what is this bullshit?
Oh, there's definitely some shitty ones out there. There's some really good ones too, but you generally know pretty quick when you sit with someone. You can tell if they're fishing.
Yeah.
Like, I had a tarot reading not that long ago, and this woman would put out a card and she'd go, oh, you're going overseas. I'm terrified to travel.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely terrified at the idea of going overseas. I was like, no, I'm not. She's like, you are. I see it in your very near future. I'm like, you don't.
Yeah. See, mediums are so hard. I've heard people tell me that they've gone to certain mediums and there's certain things they've been told that nobody would have known. It's not whether they look you up on Facebook or something to get rough ideas on you.
Yeah.
This was not on Facebook. Like, it was not anything to be found. It was like about someone that passed, and it was so detailed that they were such believers. I wanted to go and like, see what they'd say about me, but I never ended up doing it.
There's some really amazing ones out there.
I feel like there is real ones out there, but there is like 90% of them are like maybe not real.
100%. I say for like out of every 10 one's real.
Yeah, something
and
like that.
Some of them just know how to read so well.
Yeah.
But like, I've had ones that have been that spot on, and you just look at it afterwards and you're like, how the hell? There's no way. I had a lady tell me one day I was going to have issues with my knees. My knees are fucked, but let's be fair, I'm chunky, so that's kind of going to be a thing. But I had someone tell me one day that I was very artistic, and I've
had that creative. That I was going to be really creative with my hands.
Yep, and I got told that I would make, once I could do happy art, I would make a lot of money out of it, because I never used to be able to draw if I was happy. It was only if I was miserable. That would be like my release when I was really depressed. It's amazing.
Mm.
And maybe that's the place that Ouija boards do have, is with mediums as like a backup proof of what they're
Trying to
saying, maybe.
say.
Like, because if
Yeah.
you can see something in front of you, you might be more
Yeah.
inclined to
More of a visual
trust
thing.
it.
People
Yeah.
would. Yeah. We should probably do that. Go see a medium.
Absolutely. Oh, god damn it. One
Have
shot.
a shot.
That's the first one today.
No, I think you have said it before.
Oh, have
but
I?
I didn't bring you up on it. I didn't know if you noticed or not.
No, I didn't. That one I did. It's when I do the pause and I do that real heartfelt. Absolutely.
Well, you just really made.
Well, that was the Ouija board.
Yeah. So we're going to hopefully get some details.
Yeah.
If you know any good mediums that you would recommend. Is that what you would call them now?
Yes.
A medium?
Psychics, mediums. I think mediums do more so communicating with the dead, and psychics are more like, this is going to happen in your future. Let's do both. Yes. Let's do a psychic medium.
Psychic medium. I don't know the difference. I should have probably Googled that. Well, I was talking about the Ouija board, not a medium. But yeah, so we'll try and do that. I don't even know what we'll talk about next episode. We haven't really.
I have a urban legend.
Oh, I was about to say maybe I should do an urban legends. We are like one mind,
right? The amount of times I'll send you something and you're like, "Hey, I just did this," and I'm like, "Shit!"
Or I'll be laughing at a video and be like, "Oh, Jade would find this hilarious," and then I'll look down and you've reposted it.
Yeah, I'm doing another SA one. Yeah, nice little urban legend there, which everyone should know about, especially if you have anything to do with Kapunda.
Ooh, I've got some stories about Kapunda for you.
Amazing. Amazing. Kapunda's like one of my most favourite places to be.
Yeah.
It is so full of everything.
Yeah, I've been into the cemetery.
Yeah. That's kind of what this is about.
Oh, really?
The North Kapunda Hotel is the only place I've ever been to that scares me.
I'm just scared because of what happened at the Kapunda Cemetery. So I'm like, I already know Kapunda's haunted.
Well, at least we've got plenty to talk about on the next one. Maybe we'll have to do a couple of episodes on Kapunda, because I could talk about Kapunda all day. Yeah,
look up some hauntings in there. What started it all? Where are the stories from?
Yep. Yeah, because there's.
Cool. Well, that's sorted.
That's it. There's a million places you could talk about.
Yeah.
In Kapunda.
I love that we're just like keeping it local.
Yeah.
What kind of?
Eventually we'll do something somewhere else, but for now, like, I'm really enjoying doing the local stuff. It's really cool.
The amount of things that I favourite on like TikTok or whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to do a story about that.
And then just never go back and look at them again.
Because I forget to look at my favourites. There's so many in there.
I'm exactly the same.
Yeah. But yes, that was the Ouija board.
Nice. And if you enjoyed the episode and enjoyed listening to us dribble on some shit, you'll find us in the same place next week.
No,
next fortnight.
Next fortnight.
Sometime.
Yes, because we're still going to do fortnightly for now, just to ease into it.
If you go on and hit the little bell, you'll get a notification when we upload an episode, and then you'll know.
Will they?
Yep.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Should have looked into that.
Yeah. I got a notification the other day that we uploaded an episode last week, and I got the notification like 2 days ago, and I was like, bro, I've already listened to the episode.
Thanks for the insight. Thanks for letting me know.
Thanks for keeping it fresh.
Yeah. Thanks for being up to date.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow. All right, well, I guess we'll see you
next time.
In our fortnight.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
You're like, that's an edit.
I'm not that good. All right, thanks, bye.